starting webinar.
All right. Welcome to the DCA 40,000 Founders campaign, this 3-day virtual fundraising drive. You're on tonight. Thank you all listening audience for coming on. We appreciate you. We're going to get right to you, open up the floor to you in just a little bit for some Q&A. But we got a small presentation for you and a wonderful guest, a special guest for tonight. This is Wednesday, February the 18th, 2026. We're changing lives one contribution at a time. All righty. Well, let's get right into it there. And let you know what we're going to do for the evening and move on to our next slide there. So tonight, as we said, this is day 2 of our agenda. This is a 3-day webinar. And tonight we're going to talk to you a little bit about our building plans for the school. We have 2 different things we're going to share with you very briefly. We're going to give our call to action again. Last night we began that. We're going to bring it back. And I promised you that we had some gifts that we want to share with our audience there. We're going to do that tonight. Then we're going to go to our merchandise store to look at those gifts. All right. After that, we're going to have our special guests, one of the gift items, live in person. The man, the myth is with us tonight. Mr. Mario Abney is with us. He's our special guest. I'm going to do a brief interview with him, and you'll get a chance to pose questions to him as well as to myself in our Q&A session. And then we'll go right into our call to action, and we'll wrap up for tonight. Let me just make a note that when you go to the Q&A session, there's a tool there that you can go to, and the instructions there in that toolbox there. You can also, when the time comes, check the chat box, because we'll have some important information that for you in the chat box as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get going with the rest of our presentation. All righty. So first, this next slide, you're going to see 623 39th Avenue North. That's one of our target locations. We're currently working on this, and we think we're close to sealing this deal and having this facility. All right, let's take it. All right. Sorry. This next one here we're going to have is 15 Bell, and this just gives you some idea of what that would look like there. We're getting a little feedback here. Bear with me. Get you all righty. All right, sir. So if you will go ahead and let that roll. We will settle on one of the three properties that you have seen in rotation here that are on the website, and we will either renovate, purchase and renovate, or purchase and construct upon. We'll have a multi-purpose building built on it, 18,260 square feet approximately, and it will be constructed of either modular or steel material. We're getting quotes right now for both of those. Whichever is the most economical but viable and long-term stable is what we'll go with. Then we will have a classroom building built on it, um, approximately 15,000 square footage, constructed of either modular or steel material. Similarly, we will determine which is the most economical and stable choice. Have an athletic building built and approximately 15,200 square feet.
All right. So you yesterday we
Settle
talked
on.
about the human beings that will be in the facility. This is the physical location themselves. Two options that we have here. One, we were working to get investors in it, and but more importantly, we're looking for the collective power of people through our 40,000 founders drive. What that simply says, as we said before, is that 40,000 dedicated people coming together, unified, we can make this difference. And you can, at $100 a piece, do the math, that's $4 million. What that does is set us up to work where we can begin with our seventh graders, and we'll grow within 4 years to 250 students. Seventh graders grow into seniors over a period of 4 to 5 years. All right, that can be found on the website. You'll see part one of this 3 day session on the website pretty soon. After tonight, we'll have tonight's recording as well. But nonetheless, all right. Well, let's move forward. Let's move forward so you can have an idea of what it looked like. And this is why we're begging. In the chat box, you'll see this link to our structured PayPal donation campaign. All right, that's how we're receiving our funds. And when you do that, there are three things you should do. One, go to the link there, and it's in the chat box. You can do it right now. Catch that link there, and we'd love for you to make your contribution and share that with your family and friends as well. Once you make your $100 donation or more, what happens is you'll be able to leave a note. And what I want to encourage you to do is number two, go ahead and in that note say, I'm a proud DCA founding builder. What does that mean? That means you're one of the dedicated souls that helped found this school. We're not necessarily going out to Elon Musk or people like that with big money. Their money is fine, but your heart and your small donation makes the difference collectively. And so that's what we're encouraging those to do. All right. And then share that with your friends and family. Encourage them likewise to do the same thing. You can find this, and this should be in the chat box, the website. If for any reason you can't get the link now, you want to come back and you want to share that with your friends and family, there is a event page, and there is the fundraiser is there on the website. It's in the chat box there, www.dockeryacademy.us. All right. Now, here's the good part, the juicy part right here, the gifts. Here's the merchandise store. We have some beautiful things I want to share with you. Look at this handsome, ladies, beautiful too, cap, baseball cap. It has the school logo, and it says, I'm a founding builder. I'm a founding builder. Uh, Anyone that gives $100 or more, the option is to have this baseball cap here. Then after that, we have this beautiful T-shirt. On the front, it has the school logo again. And on the back, it simply says, I'm a DCA, that's Dockery Christian Academy, founding builder. And then it has the website, www.dockeryacademy.us. When you give $150 or more, you could have this T-shirt, the baseball cap, or a combination there. Now, this is the part right here that I really love. We just got this design here and got a model here. When you give $200 or more, we love to send this beautiful watch. Guess what it says? Simply, Dockery Academy. It's a Dockery Academy thing you wouldn't understand. As a founder building, I believe we can all appreciate that. And I love to see the day where all 40,000 of us come together in one place, perhaps virtually in the webinar, and we are flinging our wrist with our beautiful watch there. All right. Now, Again, that's in the chat box, the information in the chat box. So what we do is we're going to go to this next piece right here. And this gentleman that we're going to have coming on, Mr. Mario Abney, this is his music. He has a soundtrack, and we're going to get to hear a little bit. He's going to tell us a little bit about it. But if you've been following my podcast, you'll notice that we've been playing different songs from this soundtrack. Once you give your $100 or more, we're going to make sure you get a copy of that soundtrack that supports him. He has a nonprofit in the Chicago area called the Windy City Ramblers, and he goes to schools and teach young people music. They are all in the streets and everything. I've seen it. I've seen it. But he'll get a chance to tell us a little bit more about it. So, with that being said, let's move forward now, and let's, without further ado, let's get a little clip from Mr. Abney. He was on Good Morning America and a couple of other major shows over the years, and let's check this out just for a second.
The Abney effect, Mario Abney, Abney effect.
Mario Abney, the way you move, Mario, it's impressive. I've not seen moves like that since James Brown was alive. Right now, it is called Rolling. Mario, take it away, my friend. That song is available on the Abney Effect, out on all streaming services, and you can follow Mario on Facebook for a live stream. He does it every Tuesday night. Mario Abney, love you.
Hey.
This video doesn't go viral, I don't know what will. Just watching you dance, I'm telling you what, it's impressive.
All right. Well, without further ado, we're going to bring Mr. Mario Abney in, and we're going to have a little brief interview with him. And I want to encourage our attendees, thank you all for joining us tonight, to join us. And if you have any questions for him, questions for me, feel free to post those again in the Q&A box there. You have a tool there for Q&A, and we'll go to those in just a little bit there. But we'll start now. There we go. Mr. Abney, welcome, sir.
Hey,
Welcome.
what's up, big bro? Hey,
He
everybody out there.
He was
Yeah, bro.
just doing Mardi Gras in Chicago, and I felt bad that I was here in Nashville. But I said, okay, well, I'll let him do his thing. Well, welcome again. Thank you for joining us, sir. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very
Absolutely,
much.
absolutely. We've been blowing your music up because you are the baby son of Prophet Robert Lee Dockery, and whom
Sure.
the school Dockery Christian Academy is named after. All right, this is the baby boy right here. Now I'm the ugly older son, but he the baby boy. So let's get into it. Tell us a little bit about your education and your background and that sort of thing, if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, I attended I say my musical education probably started around 7. My uncle taught me how to play the piano, and from there, I say I was always air drumming at church. So I
Okay.
started watching the drummer
Okay.
at church. So when I went to got in high school, I wanted to sharpen up my reading skills. So I joined the beginning band so I could learn how to read music again.
Mm.
My uncle had taught me when I was a little kid, but
Okay.
I didn't really pay attention enough. So I joined the band. So I had to join the high school band under the direction of John McFadden and Phil Cruz and Mike McGrath. I began to embark upon this interest in jazz music, and my uncle and my grandmother, they and my mom's they gave me my early start, and then I went into high school and continued to study, and around 15, I just knew music was for me. So when I went to college, I majored in music education with an emphasis in jazz studies
Mm.
at Central State University. Then I spent about 10 years in in Ohio, and after I left Ohio, I moved to New Orleans, and I'll say that's where the latter part of my adult music education began. And I did a semester of my graduate at UNO, University of New Orleans. Then God blessed me to get these calls to start doing some acting. I did some acting on HBO's Treme.
Wow.
And I did that for 3 years, and I
Okay.
had a chance to do some modeling, and I
Mm.
did like I got a chance to, do like Black Ink. I was on Black Ink,
Okay.
multiple TV shows, multiple news shows. Did some commercials, and
Okay. Okay.
just a
You've been
bunch of
around.
different things. Yeah, and did
You've
some
been around.
traveling, and
Well,
just
if I
been,
might, I don't mean to be rude and cut you off there, but I think that dovetails well into what you're doing now with
yeah.
Windy City Ramblers. If you don't mind, tell us a little bit about that, and then the time that we have left, because we want to open up the floors for question and answer.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about that, and then talk to us about the soundtrack, the latest soundtrack that we
Okay.
want to get to our donors.
So the Windy City Ramblers, we were established and founded in 2022. So when I went to New Orleans, I learned that culture. I spent 15 years down there, and I played in the brass band. So when I after the pandemic, I was inspired to move back to Chicago for many different reasons, and I saw firsthand how that music could really be used out here to
Mhm.
bring the culture up, and enlighten the kids, and
Mhm.
really restore culturally what has always been ours here too. It's not just in New Orleans. And you
Sure.
know uh
Sure.
you know the Ramblers allows people in the community, both children and adults alike, a chance to be a part of something that's culturally significant. It provides work for the musicians and the younger musicians that's learning how to be professional. They get a chance to train right next beside us. So we share this culture all across Chicago. That's the second line culture. A lot of the youth, the young and the old, come together a lot in the second line culture. So that was, kind of like the premise of it,
Okay.
you know.
All right, very nice, very nice. I saw a lot of your work, and you had the babies out there, man, and old folk, and everybody else is seem to be
Yeah.
involved quite a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely
All right.
a cultural phenomenon that we have to push, because you know it brings people together,
Mm-hmm.
and it brings the best out of the people. Learning how to play instruments, and that culture of dancing and singing and
Right,
soloing, and
right,
it's I
right.
love it.
Okay, all right. I love it too. I love it too. All right, all right. Well, tell us a little bit about the soundtrack there before we. And by the way, attendees, if you want to go ahead and go to the Q&A box and post your questions there. We'll try to answer them. Have any for Mr. Abney or myself? We're happy
So
to respond to that.
this-
All
so
right.
my latest album is entitled Mario Abney right
Okay.
now, and
Uh-huh.
this is the vinyl.
Yeah, I've been playing that. I've been showing that.
About the album, it was just really, about where I'm at as a man. It's time right now. So a lot of the different songs, they're actually, just about where I'm at in my life. So right now is about the urgency of it has to happen right now. Mario Abney right now, like it's time right now. The Up Goes the Prophet, of course, was written in memory of our father, Robert L. Dockery,
Beautiful song.
and
Beautiful,
he was a prophet, and
sir.
he went up, what I'm saying? So up
Yes,
goes the prophet, and many different type. Now is the only time for our love. It talks about the urgency of love, what I'm saying, and seizing the moment. Home, right now, let me see. Some of the just because of the vinyl, all of the tracks aren't on the vinyl because of the space. But I also have music videos that go with these songs too. So I create music videos to go. Some of them are shot live, and I also been using AI to create music videos to get very imaginative in some of the songs. So
wow, wow, wow. Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for that. What we want to do now is, and we got this is a 30-minute show. We got about another 10 minutes, but I definitely want to get back to our call to action. So in the next 5 to 6 minutes here, if you all will kindly attend these. Thank you all for joining. Miss Higgins, bless you. Miss Horton, bless you. Mr. Dockery is on, and as well as two Mr. Dockeries, three. There's a Miss Dockery on as well. So we're grateful for you guys and all that you have joined. Any questions, please go ahead to the chat box. It's located down at the bottom there of your screen. Just click on there and I said the chat box. I meant the question and answer. Put your question and answer there, and I'll see them, and we'll respond in kind. In kind. All right. There are some frequently asked questions, though I'm looking to see if we have any. We don't have any just yet. But while we wait on you all to start now placing your questions, we encourage you to do that. I'll just share some frequently asked questions. Typically, we get this all the time from prospective investors and other people that we're talking to. And some of those questions include put them in the chat. Uh, how many students do you serve? Right. And the answer to that, we mentioned that in our previous podcast and the other day, we begin with 50 seventh graders, rising seventh graders, and we'll work with them all the way through 12th grade. But each year we'll add not less than 50, but between 50 and 100 new students to the facilities or to the school, which is why we're raising funds for the facility itself. Both of the options we share with you tonight will allow us to do that comfortably within the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, so another common question that we get is my contribution tax deductible? Absolutely. We began in 2020 with this venture, and we were accredited, as you'll see this in some of the other previous stuff, by the Association for Christian Schools International. That made us eligible for the Tennessee Department of Education to be listed on their website as a Category 2 private Christian school. All right. And that's what we're raising the funds for. So, as a tax deductible organization, absolutely. Your funds are tax deductible. And I'm looking for any other questions there. We got room for you now. Come on now, come on now. We got room for you. Somebody shoot me a question. Somebody go to the Q&A. There's a Q&A tab at the very bottom there. Shoot it there, and I'll let me make me work now. Don't let me sit here and let me earn my keep. Let me. All right. Hey, there we go. There we go. When will the school open? This year, Lord willing. This year. When the funds are available, all the other things are in place. It's just a matter of the funding. We'll have a hybrid model, an online part, as well as and we're transitioning to the physical location. The first thing is we began in 2020 working with. Do we have 50 students? Yes, ma'am. We began I've been in Nashville for some time and been working with individuals, and we are in contact and communication with the parents of those that are eligible, and that being that they attend a priority school in Davidson County. They're on a certain income level, and again, that they're rising seventh grader. And we've identified the schools that are on the priority list where our student population will come from. Great question. Thank you so much. Thank you so much there. and so that's great questions. We appreciate that, Miss Higgins. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? While we wait on you, I'll just shoot another one out there that is commonly asked. But okay, there's it. We got another. We got another. I didn't see the link. Are you going to place it in the chat? It's in the chat right now. If you go to the chat, thank you for that question. If you go to the chat right now, you will see um, in the early part of the chat, you'll see that link right there for the PayPal as well as the website. Um, you'll see that. I hope you can find it there. Let me know if you have a problem. You can feel free to get back to me. Um, all righty. Thank you so much. That link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. All right. I think I may have another question there. Anybody got a question for Mr. Abney? Okay, that's done there. Oh, that's okay. Let's see. Did I answer everybody's questions there? I don't see it in the chat. The chat is over to the is at the bottom there, and it has the two bubbles there. So I hope we got that for you there, um, Miss Higgins. If you have any other, oh, I see the chat, but I don't see the frequently asked. But oh, scroll down, scroll up. I'm sorry, scroll up in the chat if you will. Take your scroll bar and scroll up to find the link there. We'll post it out again. If for any reason you have a problem with that, again, just go to the website www.dockeryacademy.us and you'll be able to get it. But it's in there. It is in the chat there. You probably will scroll down from the conversations there. Okay, she got it now. Thanks. Um, all right. Now, having said that, let's see. I think we may have. Do we have any more? I want to make sure we don't miss anybody. Okay, I think we got that one. Um, okay. All right. I think that was it. Anybody have anything for Mr. Abney before he? We appreciate him taking the time to join us there, and we're gonna if we don't have very many more, we're going to move to. Let me give you an opportunity to tell us any more information you'd like to share with us, Mr. Abney, how we can contact you and that sort of thing, briefly.
Yeah, if you go to my YouTube page, some things that I've been very proud of recently. I've been making music videos. So I've been playing all of the instruments, and then what I would do after I create the soundtrack is I create like a little mini 2 minute movie to go along with the music, and it tells a vibrant story of actually done Psalms 51, Psalms 23, Matthew 14, when Christ walked on water. I did Psalms 82 and 6. And I think I did also Ephesians 6:12. I
Okay.
got about 6 or 7 gospel theme music videos. Pretty imaginative too. If you go
Okay.
on my YouTube page, please subscribe. And also if you go on my Instagram page, you can see those same videos and you can scroll through them easily. But it's something that I've been pretty proud of because I've been trying to, utilize the technology. Everybody is a lot of people are afraid of, using technology, but it's not going anywhere. Soon
Right.
as what's high tech today is probably going to be old school in about 2 years. So it's best, I believe, to take advantage of, the
Sure.
opportunities of jumping on things, so I've, expanded artistically to it's like making little movies. I love it.
All
But
right. All right. All right.
y'all
Well,
check it out.
good deal. Thank you so much for that. Thanks so much. And we'll go to the next slide there. Our time is getting away from us there. We got about 2 more minutes, and I definitely want to give our rehash our call to action. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Every last one of you. We appreciate you. And thank you for that question and answer session. I just want to reiterate the call to action. Go to our our PayPal, I'm sorry, campaign, fundraising campaign. It's in the link is in the chat box. The link is in the chat box, or go to the website www.dockeryacademy.us. Make your contribution and leave your statement there. After you do that, On the website, you can get a certificate that says "I am a founding builder." All right, and as you do that, share that with your friends and family. Share that link with them so that we can meet our 40,000. We're endeavoring to do that in as short a period of time as we can. And again, I want to thank you guys. That's about our time for your being here tonight. And tomorrow night, we will spend time talking about a few more details of the school and have a longer Q&A session. So if you want to join us, that same link that you have will bring you back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, just 30 minutes. And again, we appreciate you guys. With that, we're going to go ahead and sign off. And thank you again for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night, perhaps. Thank you, Mr. Abney.
Thank you very much. And congratulations on all the great things that you're doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All righty.
All right. Talk with you later.
All right.